Welcome to the Veterinary Rehabilitation Podcast, where we aim to help fellow veterinary rehab therapists increase their knowledge and elevate their practice. I'm Megan Kelly.
And I'm Lloyd. Together, we bring you the latest insights, research, and information in the field of veterinary rehabilitation.
This podcast is brought to you by Onlinepethealth, a leading continuing education membership for veterinary rehabilitation therapists. With Onlinepethealth, you'll have access to a wide range of online resources to help you stay up to date with the latest techniques, advances, and trends in the industry.
Our podcast features in-depth conversations with leading experts in veterinary rehabilitation. They share their own experiences and knowledge to help you improve your practice. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out in the field, our goal is to provide you with the tools and the insights you need to succeed.
So join us as we explore the exciting world of veterinary rehabilitation and help you take your practice to the next level. Hey Vetrehabbers! Now, diversifying your income is always a smart move, and one great way to do this is by creating and selling digital products. I have a Facebook group called the Veterinary Professionals Making Money Online group, and this is where all the veterinary professionals that have online businesses hang out, we share tips, and we network. So even if you're just thinking about starting something online, it's a great place to start gathering information. So if you're interested, please come and join us. The link is in the podcast description. There are two main ways to sell digital products. You can either create your own and sell them, or you can sell someone else's. When you sell other people's products, you can do this as an affiliate. This way you'll get a special link, and every time someone purchases through your link, you'll earn a commission. The other way is by purchasing products which have private label rights. Now, I discussed this in more detail in the podcast, but essentially you buy a ready-made digital product, edit and rebrand it, and sell it as if it was your own, keeping 100% of the profit. Now, today we're revisiting a Facebook Live session that Anae and I did around the launch of the Ultimate Veterinary Private Label Rights Bundle. So we created 6 veterinary specific PDFs with a rehabilitation focus, and you can purchase those and give them away to clients or sell them for passive income. It's up to you. We talk about passive income and clarify that it's actually not really that passive. It's more semi-passive, but there are ways to automate your business to make it more passive. If you want to learn more about selling digital products online, you can visit onlinepethealth.com/digital products. Now, before we head over to my chat with Anae, a quick word from our sponsor, Curacao Vet. Curacao is owned by Nada Robinson. Nada first developed her courses at the Colorado State University, where she started the Medical Acupuncture for Veterinarian Certificate program, and this was in 1998. In so doing, she developed a science-based platform for veterinary acupuncture, which was the first of its kind. So today, Curacao Vet offers a comprehensive curriculum in integrative medicine with a rational, evidence-supported foundation. Courses include medical acupuncture, photomedicine, botanical medicine, medical massage, and integrative rehabilitation. And you can discover Curacao Vet at curacao.org. They are also our gold sponsors at this year's Vetrehab Summit, which is our online veterinary rehabilitation conference. This year, it'll happen on the 31st of August. And if you want to find more information about that, you can go to vetrehabsummit.com. Right, over to my chat with Anae.
Hi guys, and welcome. Hi Meg, thanks for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Excited to chat about earning passive income.
Yeah, I think it's really important to chat about. So Meg, let's start with why it's really important to have some sort of additional income in your practice, whether that's fully passive or whether it's dependent on you, or, what are some of the different ways we could do that? But really, why is it important to have an additional source of income?
Yeah, and I think for a lot of us in 2019, the reality of just having one income stream really hit us. I remember when I had my practice, that was at one stage the only source of income that I had. And when I had my first child, I was on bed rest, and I didn't plan for that. Like a lot of people, that when you fall pregnant, you think, oh, I'm going up to my due date, and I ended up in bed rest for, I think it was like a total of 7 weeks, which was really hectic because I hadn't really planned on that. Obviously wanted to take some leave for maternity, and it put put me into huge debt because I had to pay locums for that time. And this is one of the things which I think that sometimes we don't think about, especially when we're younger. We think we're invincible. But these kind of things happen. I mean, COVID obviously was something which is completely unusual, and we just hope and pray that something like that doesn't ever happen again to us. But I think that is a wake-up call, because something can happen, whether it be you hurt your back, or you have to have an operation, or you have a problem with your hands. Anything can happen. And if suddenly you're unable to practice and you're unable to consult, how are you going to generate income? And sometimes this can be temporary, but sometimes it could be for longer periods. And you might need someone to cover your practice. You might have to get another practice down the road to cover your patients, but you need another source of income. And very quickly after I had Hannah, my first child, I realized I need to find another way to generate some income on top of the consulting that I'm doing in my practice, but just so that there is some income coming in without actually meaning me actually working and consulting.
Yeah, I think that's just working within online pet health. There have been so many Vetrehabbers who, over the years, we come to know our community, and someone will break their leg or their collarbone or have a back issue, and you think, oh, they're going to be out for 6 weeks, they're recovering, and it turns into months. And I've spoken to people and I've had conversations where they're so discouraged because they might just not come back into vet rehab. They're going to do something completely different because the situation is too hard to navigate, to find a way around. Just trading only time for money has so many shortfalls. And I had the same thing, Meg, not as severe as you. When I became pregnant, I had to stop practicing altogether because I was traveling like 10,000 kilometers a month. It was so much. I wasn't actually earning any kind of profit, never mind income. And the only thing I could think to do was to just stop working. It would be cheaper to stop working completely than to try and continue in some capacity. So I think we don't actually realize until things go wrong that the model that we're following isn't a good one. Where we're only trading our services and our time specifically for an income. Okay, so there are a lot of ways we could diversify income, Meg, and the online world is not the only way. And I know for a lot of people that seems very daunting, but do you want to just touch on like 2 or 3 things that people could do to start diversifying their income? And then we can hone in on this online space and specifically the PLRs that we're creating.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the other ways still involve trading your time for money. So another one is lecturing, telemedicine, so doing something online. I think we're looking at ways in which we can work where we're not necessarily in our practice. Maybe we can be more flexible for our time, especially if we've got young kids. But for me, selling digital products, that's how I started online. And for me, that is sort of something that we can do where we don't necessarily have to trade our time for money. First of all, I don't want you guys to think, when you hear the word passive income, it's actually not the greatest word to use. Like,
No.
I actually want to say semi-passive income, but then that just sounds weird because everyone else uses passive income. But it is semi-passive income because it's not passive. It's not like let's say you had an idea and you sold it to somebody and they created a product, and for every time they sold one, you got 10 cents or $1 or whatever. That's like passive income, like you're not doing anything to generate that income. Whereas selling digital products, there is work that has to happen up front. But the benefit of it is that you can set it up and you can automate it so that it becomes really like semi-passive, so that all you need to do is actually do a few social media posts and get people into what's called a sales funnel, where they're actually just sign up to something, go into an email list, and they get a series of emails that either help them or don't help them. And if it helps them, they'll go, okay, well, this is something that I'm going to carry on, and they'll purchase one of your products. So a lot of it can be really automated and virtually set up on autopilot, so that you don't even know. You just wake up somebody has purchased one of your PDFs that you created because of all the automations and how you've actually set it up. And that's actually where online business becomes super smart. So there are ways in which doing online business and selling digital products that are not smart, and then there are ways that are smart. And we have created in this bundle, it's called the Ultimate Veterinary PLR Bundle. We've created a whole lot of digital products that you guys can actually edit, rebrand, and sell, and as well as a blueprint to show you how to do that automation and how to set it up the smart way.
I love that. Barbara has a comment here that I think it's important for us to touch on. So I think we're very privileged in Switzerland because we have the opportunity to ensure the failure of income through accident or illness. This ensures that in the worst case scenario, the money will be paid further from the time. And I think, Barbara, a lot of us do have that opportunity. It's not just in Switzerland. In South Africa here, we can also take out insurance against a loss of income or accidents or illness. And for me, this highlights, well, how well are we actually planning for these scenarios? Because 5 years ago, I had no idea. And my income couldn't allow me to take out this kind of insurance because I wasn't earning enough income in running my own business very badly. So I think for me, it's important that when we are looking at adding a product like a digital product to our business, we shouldn't be doing it because we're not making enough money as we are. We should be looking at our company first, at our business first. Are we charging enough for our services? Are we doing it in the best way that it can? I don't think that this replaces running a good business. We have to do that first, but it does give us a huge advantage that I think is worth pursuing. So Meg, do you want to touch on that, on Barbara's comment a little bit?
Yeah, I love that. I mean, income protection is definitely something, if you're able to get it, I would definitely recommend it. But I just want to say it doesn't cover maternity. So I had income protection, didn't help me. Doesn't help you when you're on 9 weeks of bed rest. They don't cover that. So there are situations such as pregnancy, such as natural disasters or things like COVID, where that income protection wouldn't have benefited you. And so, yeah, these are the unplanned things that we got to make sure that we are actually planning for to protect ourselves.
It's also not about living in fear and always expecting the worst. It's about, well, how can we make the most of what we have? And also, how can we add value to our clients? Because that's really the reason we should be pursuing this, is it's another way we can add value to our clients. So let's talk about PLR. What is PLR, Meg? What is this thing?
So PLR stands for private label rights. And basically those are products, digital products. They can be any products, but mainly digital products that when you purchase them, you get the rights to rebrand them, to edit them, to claim authorship of them. So you basically can say you wrote them and put your name on it and then sell it as if it was your own for 100% of the profit. So you basically buy them, you can do whatever you want, and you can decide what you want to do. You can give them away. And this is one of the things that we are actually recommending with these PLR products. So we're recommending that Vetrehabbers actually purchase the Ultimate Veterinary PLR bundle, not only just to sell it and make passive income. There are PDFs in there that you might want to gift to your clients. There are informational products in there. There are things that can help them. You might want to sell them. You can do anything you want with them. It's really up to you. Once you purchase it, you decide what you want to do with it. So really, I think the thing is that we have taken out the content creation part for you guys and the major design aspects, because this is where I have seen loads of Vetrehabbers getting stuck. So I have another Facebook group called the Veterinary Professionals Making Money Online. And for the last year and a bit, I've been helping vet professionals, but a lot of Vetrehabbers to start their online business, creating digital products. And it's in the creation phase that they really get stuck because there's so many things to think about. And then we don't really have a lot of time to create them. And then the design aspect in Canva, you have to have a little bit of, like, if you want to design from the get-go, like right from the start, you have to have a little bit of knowledge of Canva and a bit of design knowledge, right? So we've taken that all away from you. All you literally need to to do, and I think Anae is going to show you like how easy it is to edit these products. You literally just need to click and change the colors.
I love that, because there really is so many places we get stuck. I think a lot of Vetrehabbers love the idea of having an ebook or informational booklets that they send out to their clients. I've spoken to so many who want to do that and want to have that, but they can't write, or they try and write and they just it just doesn't feel right. And writing is not that easy always. Like, we can often speak to the wrong audience. We try and be too much ourselves, if I say that. So we feel like we're talking to ourselves, and then there isn't a good flow, or we're using the wrong kind of language and terminology, which makes it difficult to read. So taking that writing part out makes a huge difference. And then the next place people get stuck is with the design aspect, which isn't so easy, because just even if you have a color template that you love, and what I mean by that is, for example, I love neutral colors, browns, and neutral colors. And when I put that into a design and into a template, I can just never get them to look right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but that's the next place we get stuck. And then eventually we create this product, and it's taken so much sweat and tears and hours, and then we don't know how to sell it. And then we get stuck again. And it's just kind of this repetitive cycle of getting stuck, which can be really demotivating. So I love that with this introductory bundle, we're doing 6 different products. So you can do all 6, or pick and choose 1 or 2 that you want to start with, and how to launch them, and how to set up a store, and how to start marketing them, so that you're not going to get stuck anywhere in the process. Or if you do hit a roadblock, the answer's right there. And if it's not right there, then we're going to help you figure that out, because this is a learning process for all of us, right? So I love that that's all in that introductory bundle, Meg. I'm beyond excited about it, because I think it's really going to make a difference to everyone. So should we show them one of the products?
Let's show them. So guys, some of these products were actually the products that I started online. So like 11 years ago, literally. This exact product, the Pet Owner's Guide to Acupressure for Joint Conditions, was one of my best PDF sellers. So for me, it's really, really exciting to see it now. It looks a little bit different to how I first designed it, but we've done it so that you guys can edit it and everything. But yeah, it's so exciting for me that I get to share this with you, and you guys are actually basically able to use this to generate passive income or to give to clients. And that PDF that I wrote ages and ages ago can actually be used by you guys, and helping more pet parents and more pets all around the world. It's amazing.
I love it. Meg, I can't believe that you launched your first online products 11 years ago when you were in practice. That's amazing. We think we get stuck, in today's age of technology, but you did it 11 years ago, and that's really exciting to me. Well done.
It's so much easier now, I can tell you that now. Like, when I think back to the softwares that I had, we really didn't have what we have now. Like, really, guys, like, now is the time to launch online. Like, I think COVID just fast-tracked everything, and like now it's the time for online. It's never been easier.
Yeah. It really is easy. We can feel, I think now the overwhelm comes from, what do I choose? Which direction do I go? Because there are so many options, but actually really easy. So I like it. So this is the acupressure ebook, right? Just scanning through that for you. And there are different options for your starting page and your ending pages and your bios. But let me show you how simple it is to just make a couple changes. So I can pull in my own beautiful pictures that I have, taken and used over the years. Say we have a lovely photo shoot, I can pull my own pictures, and here's a lovely one of Michael Yeo. Yay, Michael! You're at the top of my list today. If I want to change my colors, let's see. I like pulling in a logo. So let's just pull in a logo. And then I want to show you how easy it is to change the colors and things to match your logo. let's go logo, blue and pink. And I'm sure you have a logo already. So you're going to use yours. Let's pop this in. And this has black and blue and it's lovely. Okay. And now Meg recommends that you don't actually pull the colors out of your logo, but I think it's a super easy way to do it. So if I want to change my colors, I'm going to change them to the pictures that come up in my, or the colors that come up in my picture. And I'm going to just say change all, and everything that's that color and that text is going to change to that color. And the same with essentially everything in the templates, right? Is I can change all the text color in one go, essentially on the front page, and there we go. Right? So now throughout the design, most of it has been changed. It won't be everything everywhere. So you go through your design, but many of it will have changed to match what you do just on the first page. So there we go, clean and simple. You're going to have, you see this text change to white now as well. So it's not quite like, everything, but it makes it really quick and really easy to go through. Yeah, you can rewrite parts of the text, delete pages, add pages. I shouldn't have changed all the text to white. That was the wrong color to use. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that gives you an idea.
I just wanted to say that, guys, there is a full tutorial, which is like a half-an-hour tutorial that explains to you exactly how to edit all of these. So I go through, not as fast as Anae, but a little bit slower, exactly how to do all of that. So yeah, you've got guidance and support for that too.
For sure. And it doesn't take a long time. So I went through 2 of these. Each one took me about 20 minutes to just change the fonts, the colors, a little bit of the layout. It was really quick. What I didn't do in that time is I didn't upload new images and things. That was already in Canva for me. And I didn't read and change the text, mostly because I already know that I was happy with the text, but you're going to want to rewrite that text. So if you're thinking about the time it's going to take you, then it depends on how many changes you're going to make. If you're just changing colors, fonts, and images, 20 minutes is really as long as it takes, which I think is great. But you have the option to rewrite parts of it. So Meg, what else should we show them?
You show them the blueprint. I don't know how many pages that is. I think it's about 40 pages. Now, the blueprint is not a private label rights product. This is a PDF that teaches you exactly how to set up your online store. And it goes by basically over 30 days. So in 4 weeks, how to actually get your first product edited and into a online store. You don't even have to build a whole website for this. There are softwares where you just create an online store and you can sell it. It's really, 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 really simple. And everything in the blueprint will actually show you week by week how to do this, so that in 30 days, you should have your first product ready to sell.
I love that. That's a really good timeline for us as well, because it doesn't put too much pressure on. You go step by step, one thing at a time. 30 days is a really good timeline. I like that. Yeah, so I'm just scrolling through that so you guys can get a little idea of what's in here. But step by step, week by week, goal by goal, it makes it very achievable. Okay. All right, Meg, what do they need to know to sign up to this product?
So yeah, we've got everything in there, guys. We have literally thought of everything. We've had a few people that have beta tested them, so that means that they've actually, and we've got 3 of them already have actually created their products. One of them has already got their store going, and that's like in 10 days, which is absolutely amazing. So for most people, it'll take you less than 30 days. You could literally do this in a weekend. If you sat down, start on Friday, by Sunday night, you could have your store there and you could have your products ready to sell. So yeah, I'm so excited about this. I think you guys are going to rock this, and I'm so excited about all the pet owners that you guys are going to help. So, I mean, my goal for you guys is to kickstart you guys, all right? So you can sell the products that we've got with private label rights. We will be bringing more out. So just to let you know, we've got plans for a few more to come out. And then once you got your online business going, then you can start creating your own digital products. We've got ebook templates that you can use. We've got all the resources for you guys to actually start your own online business. I've got another course that actually teaches you how to create your own PDF, but that's the next step. So just start by selling the private label rights products because it's quick, easy. You can get them out there. You can practice how to sell them, and then you can start creating your own.
I love that. And Meg, if they feel like this is cheating, because I have spoken to some people who are like, it can't be that easy. What do you want to say to them?
Listen, there are private label rights products all over the world. So I mean, this is not something new. I think it's a little bit like, let's say, if we just don't talk about something that's actually a digital product, because I think sometimes, because it's not tangible, people actually really struggle to work this out, okay? But it's the same as going to China and finding a product, let's say it is a grater, all right, in a factory in China, and basically selling it on Amazon, which people are doing all over the world. They are finding products in China and they're selling it on Amazon and rebranding it. It's exactly the same thing, guys. That's what like private label rights is that you're basically buying something, you're getting the rights to actually sell it as your own. The benefits of digital products compared to physical products is that for physical products, you have to have cash flow and stock. And money can sit in stock, all right? And if you don't sell it, then you lose that money. Whereas with digital products, you purchase it once. You could sell it 1,000 times, 10,000 times. You sell it over and over and over again. And that's really where the return on investment comes. So let's say you had to purchase one private label product, okay? And let's say it cost you $17 or $27 for that one product. You could sell it on for another $27. If you sell it on 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Whereas if you are selling digital products, you have to purchase it every single time. So there is that cost of sales that you don't even have to consider when you're doing digital products. And the other thing I love about selling digital products is that you've got such low overhead. You really do. Like, you just need to pay a monthly subscription for the storefront, and it's so low. I mean, there are some all-in-one platforms that are quite expensive in the scheme of things, but actually not that expensive if you think what you get for them. But there are online stores like Stan Store, which end up being like $29 a month. You literally have to sell one product to pay for your website, and the costs involved. All of the stuff you can do at home, or you can do with the internet that you've got. You've got a computer, you've got a phone, and you can also take a break. So if things get hectic and they get busy, you just take a break from it, and you don't have to keep paying rentals and for people and staff and all of that kind of thing. So it really is a really good option as an additional income stream, because your potential for earning is so big, and the cost that you have and the expense that you have to lay out is so small, and your reward is so big. Like, if you literally would have to sell like the $117, let's say you sold it 4 or 5 times, and you would have already got your investment back. So, and you're definitely going to sell 5 of them.
So essentially, it's not cheating. You're not sitting back and doing nothing, right? The amount of work that you put in is going to be reflected in the sales, right? So if you set up your store and you do all the initial work and then you just sit back and do nothing, then your sales are going to reflect that. And what I also like is that, if we set this up and we make it a part of our business, a part of how we treat patients, an idea that I really love is to incorporate it into your invoices and your emails and your communication with your clients on a regular basis. So today I'm treating a hip dysplasia dog. It's an initial evaluation. With that initial evaluation, I send them the information about the template or the PDF that I wrote about hip dysplasia. And whether they buy that or not is their decision, but I can add that additional value to that client so that they have the opportunity to learn more information from a good source. And so that's another way I can add value to my clients. And what if I did have an injury and I couldn't be working? Then I could put more time into the digital products because I'm lying on bed rest, I'm not doing much, I can sit on my phone or my computer for longer times, and that income will then boost in reflection to how much time I'm spending on it. So there is still that, that input that you need to have, but it is so much smaller than what we're doing when we need to be face-to-face, hands-on, present in the current model that we're working in from a business perspective. And that opens a whole lot of other opportunities for us, which I think are more than worth pursuing. So
I also just wanted to say, even if you purchase this bundle and you decide not to sell them, like just to be able to gift them to your clients that need them, as an extra bonus. Like imagine just like saying to your clients, like, I've got this PDF on how to do acupressure. Like if a client comes to you and they say, like, I really want to do more, like at home, like I feel like, in between treatments, I'm just not getting to help my pet enough. And imagine if you said, well, I've actually got this PDF. I normally sell it, but I'm going to give it to you for free. I'm going to give it as a gift to you. And you just send it to them. Imagine what that does for your clients, how that client feels about you, and how it sets you apart from the rest of the Vetrehabbers in your area. So having these digital products and having these resources, you can use them in other ways. You can sell it, but you can still give them and do it as like surprise and delight for your clients, which makes for an amazing client experience. And that's when you guys get amazing testimonials. And so just, think about ways in which you can use these to build client relationships, to help your clients, not necessarily to sell them all the time. There are other ways that you can use these, and I think that they're really going to be beneficial to you in your practice.
I love that. Thanks, Meg. Awesome. Have a great day, Meg.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
You too. Bye. If you enjoyed this podcast, please hit the subscribe button so you get notified every time I load a new podcast. I'm here every week talking to vet rehab therapists from all over the world about all things vet rehab. A big thanks to our sponsor, Curacor. Their sponsorship allows us to be able to give this podcast to you for free. So please go and check them out at curacor.org. Don't forget to bookmark the next Vet Rehab Summit. It's on Saturday, the 31st of August, 2024. Come and be a part of the world's largest online veterinary rehabilitation conference created specifically for you, the Vet Rehabber community. Onlinepethealth members get VIP complimentary access to the Vet Rehab Summit. For more information about continuing education for vet rehabbers, you can go to onlinepethealth.com.